Pregame.tv, we are back discussing New York Mets, St. Louis Cardinals. Up first in pregame, we are looking ahead 48 hours on a baseball game. I am sure that this is going to wind up being a winner because of that, and I sure hope a meteorite doesn't strike like the greater St. Louis area in the meantime. And boy, is this video going to be outdated. Brian, you got the winner on this one.
Yeah, we always talk about value in betting, and in fact, you talked about it earlier about with your hockey game where you thought there was value. This is going to be a $2 favorite in that range. And I'm still going to lay it. I like the situation here. First off, the Mets. We've talked about this a lot. The offense is really bad for the Mets right now. I mean, they just signed Rick Ankiel, 33-year-old, who strikes out over 50% of the time, and they put him right into the lineup. He started his first game when they picked him up. He was dropped by the Houston Astros, by the way, the worst team in Major League Baseball.
Really?
And the Mets picked him up.
Wow.
And he's starting. Yeah, the Mets right now are not a good hitting team. And you take a look at John Neese. He's yet to have a quality start this season. He's been getting pounded each and every time he's out there. Last two games, he's given up 15 earned runs and 8.1 innings of work. And now he faces what could be the best hitting team in the National League playing at home. Wainwright almost throws a no-hitter last time out, had a one-hitter going into the last inning. He's just been on fire.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing. Okay. This is a guy who had surgery.
He's in form.
Yeah, he had surgery a couple years ago, missed the season. Now he's back, and he's getting as stronger as the year goes on. Last year, you could see it. He was very inconsistent. This year, he's been very good every time out. He's had quality starts in 7 of 8 games, and he's an extreme ground ball pitcher who owns a WHIP of less than 1. I mean, if you're going to play a favorite, and I don't do a lot, and I'm not going to sell a 2-to-1 favorite for my clients, but I will be betting this one.
VR will. If it's a winner.
I don't care. To me, that is what bothers me about this industry. That if you love the side, you're going to put your own money on it, right. And yet if you put it out there and it loses, clients are going to say, how I paid you for a minus 200 favorite, and if it wins, they're still going to say, I paid for a minus 200 favorite. It's supposed to win. Yep. It's that mentality why recreational bettors can't make a living betting sports. Where instead, if I'm going to give you a minus 500 winner because I'm going to lay that kind of price, then I would want it. I would want it. Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Fix Brian's jacket.
Yeah, I was thinking that too earlier.
Inconspicuous.
I was thinking that too.
Well, I just want to let people know that he's just not getting fresh with me.
It's 112 degrees in the studio right now, so we're trying to stay all icy calm.
I left the limp brush.
Brian, it would be fair to say, like, to grade this one, we'll kind of go ahead and assume maybe same thing, half or bet at minus 1.5 on the run line, half to bet minus 200.
I don't like to play the run lines, especially when it's the home
favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, because as good as St. Louis's offense has been, I mean, granted, I think St. Louis is going to win this game by a lot.
The Mets lineups like Timothy Lupus and Rudy.
They felt the wrath of Madoff.
Rudy Stein.
This team's going to be bad for a while.
The way he's going to get on base is to lean into it.
Didn't you make a Rudy Stein reference on the radio the other day, and the people didn't know what you were talking about?
Yeah, Rudy Stein and Timothy Lupus, of course, are in the Bad News Bears. And Rudy can't hit a lick, so Walter Matthau is like, just lean that shoulder over the plate.
Get hit.
You want to win, and it's going to hurt. He's like, but you want to win.
That's it.
Well, unless all the Mets start doing that,
leaning in,
they might.
They're in trouble. This is a team where you're losing money betting this team. You bet $100 a game on them, you're down almost a dime for the year. On the flip side, St. Louis, who we know is a World Series caliber team for a few seasons now, usually they're overvalued. But this team's playing so well, you're up almost a dime flat betting them. I mean, usually that's not the case.
Plus,
teams have to have an extraordinary season to make any money when they're that high profile.
I love the idea. We're going to make this one official. The winning organization against the losing organization. Before you make that official, would you agree with that statement?
I agree.
Very good. Let's make it official.
The Madoff game, yeah.
We're going to lay the chalk here, the large chalk with St. Louis and Wainwright. I like St. Louis coming into the season. That was the team I thought had a chance. That was what I would consider a long shot to win the World Series. I thought Washington and Detroit were the two best teams. But St. Louis, from a money standpoint, I thought had plenty of value. I've talked about how Chicago had nobody in the minor leagues that they could bring up. St. Louis has got a ton of players in the minor leagues. They can't find room for some of these players on this team that could be starting on just about every other team out there. This team is loaded. We'll lay the $2 or something in that range that we expect this line to come out with on Thursday. And the Mets Mets aren't going to score more than 2 runs. I mean, if you've got a chance to play Mets runs, if you don't like the St. Louis situation, Met run under is probably the better way to
St.
go.
Louis runs over. Markham gives up 15 hits per 9 innings.
Markham's not playing in this game.
I mean, oh yeah, that's the tomorrow
You're looking
game.
at the
We
Wednesday
changed
game.
it.
You got all excited about the Wednesday.
Change it. I'm talking Wednesday. I'm so excited because I could get a hit off Markham tomorrow.
Rudy Stein.
Yeah, I'm all over it.
Timothy Luke. Name another bad news bear.
So should we just roll it over?
Tanner, the shortstop.
Roll it over. St. Louis tomorrow.
Ogilvy.
Then roll it over into Thursday.
I want another bad news bear. Ogilvy. What's the guy that looks like Steve Nash? Kelly Leak?
I haven't seen it
Yeah.
forever.
Looks just like Steve Nash.
I haven't
He's
He
like,
doesn't anymore, I'll tell you that.
He's like, yeah, absolutely. They look like Anthony Curtis also. Stay with us at pregame.tv.
NBA. And football.
We're done with baseball. We're done with
NBA,
baseball.
football.
We're going to come back with NBA. We're going to talk Oklahoma City. We're going to talk Memphis. Can Oklahoma City get back in the series and feel the thunder? Stay with us, pregame.tv.
Feel the thunder.